Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast. From the Sugar Shack Studios in Texas, USA, this is the award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, we visit with Bobby Sparkman, Jeremy Taylor with the upcoming Hot Rod Tour of Texas. Give us a preview, only a couple of weeks away.
I'm excited.
Also, I'll give you my thoughts on driving the 2025 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid SUV. That's a mouthful. It's an SUV. You're going to like it, I think. Jeff has the Motor Minute, all in this segment of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin. I'm Don Armstrong. So glad that you could join us on this Saturday for our live show. We are live, aren't we?
Yeah, we are
absolutely.
Yeah, you have no idea what we've been doing in the studio this morning for the last
had a breakfast burrito.
Hour and a half.
I had breakfast.
Yeah. And this scramble to get us on the air this morning, as always. Nothing ever changes sometimes. Isn't that right, Mr. Mars?
If it wasn't a challenge, everybody would be doing it.
But see, it's no individual's fault. It's the process and all.
It's everybody.
Beyond us.
He did it.
Yeah, that's it.
that one.
You know what? David's not here.
David's not here, so we don't have David to blame just yet. All right, let's go to, well, shall we call it the mid-Texas coast? Nah, that's a little bit too far because they're not, I'd call Corpus Christi mid-Texas. But
yeah,
let's go down to Victoria. I assume that you two guys are down at home this morning.
Yes, we are.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce them, if I may. Bobby Sparkman, Jeremy Taylor, the king and the kings of the Hot Rod Tour of Texas.
Two King.
Yeah.
Isn't it a rap group, Two Kings?
Two Kings, maybe so. Well, it is now.
They are now. They're
coined it.
Yep.
Two Kings.
Good morning.
Well, let's see. We've only had almost a year to get this thing off the ground for the 2025 tour.
Yep.
How things going?
It's going pretty
Fantastic.
good.
Really?
They're going great.
So how many people have you got signed up? How many cars?
A little over 300.
A little over 300 cars. That's good. And
completely new scenery this year.
yes, new scenery this year for the first time. Is this the third or fourth? This is the fourth one, isn't it?
The fourth.
Yeah, the fourth
one.
Yep. Well, you know, I have a bad short-term memory now, so they all kind of run together at this point in my life.
Segment sponsored by Prevagen.
Prevagen. Yeah. We need them as a sponsor.
We do, absolutely.
Maybe we could do a trade.
I forget to call them.
Please, that's good. All right, so let's start on the tour. The tour starts in Victoria, Texas, because that's where you guys live.
That's our hometown.
There you go.
And you know what? I've kind of have this. The only time that I ever went to Victoria was passing through. I never really stopped until I met you guys.
Well, Victoria is actually the best kept secret in Texas. I learned that when I first came here. Yeah, that's what they call it. Best kept secret in Texas is Victoria.
We're called the crossroads. We're central to Austin, Corpus Christi, San Antonio, and Houston.
Yep.
We're central to all
I
of
have
those
2
big
hours
cities.
either way.
Well, you know, it's funny because from Sugar Land, it takes me about a little over an hour to get down there. It doesn't take long at all. And now that they've kind of got 59 fixed up, it's a pretty breezy drive down there.
It's a nice drive once you get clear of Houston.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that.
Okay.
And hopefully the blue bonnets will still be kind of hanging around. I think there's
We need some rain, but we don't need it. On the tour, that's for sure. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I did see blue bonnets along the tour, so that's a good thing.
There you
that
go.
is a good thing. Yeah. So let's talk about the Thursday gathering. What time does the actual event begin?
It begins. This year we're doing a garage crawl, so we're starting early. People can come in if they're coming in early Thursday. There's 5 shops that have opened their doors. People can come in. It's free. Stop by. There's no rhyme or reason to when you stop. It's anywhere between 10:30 a.m. and 4:30 that Thursday afternoon. You can stop by, check these shops out. Some of them are going to have food trailers. Some of them are actually going to provide some hot dogs and drinks and things like that.
All right.
They'll have some merch for sale. And it's a little bit of variety. It's a hot rod shop. It's a powder coating shop. A little bit of everything. They're all local mom and pop businesses.
Wow. Very nice. So are they going to also be on the tour with us?
Some will be.
Some are. Yep.
That's good. That's cool. I love that. All right, and then when
downtown, then downtown, the downtown rhythms, the symphony will kick off about 5 or 5:30, and then we'll take over the stage at 7:30 with the Crowbars band.
I want to sit in with the Crowbars. I'm going to talk my way into sitting in with them.
You know that Jeff is a professional drummer.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jeff,
I can hook you up.
Yeah.
and Jeff has played with lots of bands, and he's very good. He was actually, back in high school, he was the major domo of the band.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's back
we
when I had
can
hair.
hook you up, Jeff. We've
right.
also got, I don't know if you guys remember the guy that brings the Barracuda in from Michigan.
Oh.
No,
The blue Barracuda.
the Blue
He comes it
Barracuda.
in from Michigan every year. He's a harmonica player, and we get him on the stage with them every year and play
And
harmonica.
I'm from Detroit, so it's like old home week.
He was
Yeah.
a Detroit. He was a Detroit.
There you
automaker.
go.
He was. Well, so was Jeff.
You guys will link up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Cool.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Small world.
Jeff worked, what, for Cadillac?
Yeah.
Worked for
Fisher
Cadillac.
body.
Wow. We'll definitely hook you guys up for sure.
All right, well, that's
Yeah,
good.
he's a hoot.
Now, so if somebody is watching the show today and they're thinking, you know, I've been working on the car all winter long, and I think I might be interested in going on the tour. Can they do
We're
it?
sold
It's
out.
closed this year.
It's sold out,
Sold out.
Yeah. Yeah.
so that you can't have any ride-along hitchhiker kind of guys?
No, and we've got actually a couple of the stops this year are completely private. You can't even get in without your credentials.
Oh.
Really?
I found
Yep.
Now,
that's
now
special.
Thursday night is open to the public, and it is free of charge. Anybody can come. Same with the garage crawl. Thursday in Victoria is open to the general public.
Gotcha. Okay, so 5 and 7:30, and then we go and get in the hotel room, get some sleep, and get up early on Friday morning.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And then you've got this really cool park there.
Yep.
Big baseball, softball fields down there.
I'm actually there right now.
All right.
Who is?
Yeah, that's where
Riverside
we'll be.
Stadium. I'm there right now.
Is there a game going on this morning? Are you part of a game?
There actually is some high school games. They're getting ready to get set up right now here at the stadium.
Great.
Very nice. And are
And
you
this has been a baseball stadium since 1947.
How cool is that? Well, it's got a great parking lot, and everybody.
Yes.
I think was it last year, or year before was the first year down there in that
Last year.
Last year, and I was
Yes, sir.
taken aback by the actual stadium because you could walk in and get in there. It's almost like a minor league baseball stadium.
Wow. Very cool.
Yeah, it is.
It's very cool.
It
Yeah,
is.
Victoria had their own team, the Rosebuds, way back then.
Really?
Yep.
That was your nickname
And
in
now
high
it's-
school,
now
wasn't it?
it's
That was my nickname in high school. You didn't know that, did you?
Rosebud.
All right. So
And
what time?
now
What?
it's home to the
So everybody,
UHV Jaguars.
everybody.
It's home to
ev-
the UHV Jaguars now.
There you
okay.
go.
So everybody gathers up on Friday morning, and what time do you pull out?
8 o'clock.
Oh Lord,
Yeah.
8 o'clock. All right.
They can start showing up here at 6:30 a.m. if they want. There's going to be the chopping block's going to bring a food trailer, actually award-winning food trailer. They just won grand champion cook-off at the Lamarck cook-off 2 weeks ago, I believe, out of a
Fantastic.
bunch of teams.
Very nice.
They do a fantastic job called the Chopping Block Barbecue Trailer. They'll be down here doing breakfast tacos and stuff that Friday morning.
Now we're going to have the police escort like we usually do.
Sure are.
Absolutely.
Several of the
Absolutely.
towns.
Yeah.
And Mr. Brogger's taking care of that for us. One of our volunteers that helps us out. He's taking care of all the escorts for us again this year.
I'm going to get a police escort in.
Are you?
That's what I'm going to, into the show.
Into
Are
the-
they behind you or in front of you?
Behind him.
To be
yeah.
determined.
Exactly. All right. So we strike out at 8 o'clock in the morning, and where do we head to?
Our first town we pass through is Port Lavaca.
Right.
Very
And-
nice.
Good coastal.
Yeah. There'll be some coastal driving, some views along the way, and our second
Causeway
stop
drive
will be-
over.
Yeah, we've got a big causeway we'll drive over. It's going to be a little different this year. You're going to see some industrial side of Texas. We're going to stop in Palacios for like a little quick 30-minute break to stretch our legs. And it's right there at the marina where one of the largest shrimping fleets is located.
Awesome.
And so great photo opportunities, a big statue for fishermen right there on the water, some good water views. So you'll see several water views along the way.
Should have your drone helicopter camera person take a shot of that causeway with all 300 cars going across. That'd be cool.
We've got some plans for some drone shots this year.
Very nice. Okay, so we're going to go down to Port Lavaca, and then where?
Port Port Lavaca to Point Comfort, then Palacios, and several small towns along the way.
Do they know we're coming?
Yes, we've communicated with all
They
of them.
know. They know.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
They want us to
They're
stop
very
everybody.
excited. Yeah.
Well, it's funny because I can't remember the name of the small town that they brought the kids out. It was like a big
Oh, yeah.
parade.
Yeah.
Moulton.
Moulton, and it was so fun to drive through there. We were in a big parade, slow moving parade. Kids were out, everybody was waving. It was fun.
Yeah,
All right,
I
so
love it when it come out.
out of there, where we go?
So our first official stop will be the Hackett Winery, Vineyards and Winery there in Santa Fe.
Okay. Oh, okay.
What's
Yeah,
the name of it
and then
again?
we have a Hack Wineries, HAAK.
All
And I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right,
Super cool
That's okay.
place.
but yeah, and
Yep,
we
I
actually
think
have
so.
a catered lunch there.
The ladies
so-
will know where it's at if it's wine.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good stuff.
And they got some good stuff.
All right.
And then from there, we got lunch. We got a barbecue lunch there. That's part of the deal. Then we'll go to when we leave there, we're going to drive by Kemah, come back and drive by NASA. By the time we get back to Webster area, it'll be time. You can check in before we go to Lone Star Flight Museum, which is our evening stop, where we have a couple hours of flight simulators included. So if you want to pretend you're a pilot, you can fly the simulators.
And they got a great
And you
parking
can
lot
do a
there
barrel
too,
roll.
by the
You can
way.
do a flip.
Do what?
You can do a flip in those simulators. We did it.
I'm sure you did. Yeah,
You
no
can do
doubt.
full barrel rolls.
Oh Lord! I will tell you that that they got a great parking lot there. We went
They
down.
do.
Yeah, we went there for I think it was a national Mustang event.
Yeah, Mustang Club of America.
Yeah, and that was a great thing, and got to see all the planes. As a matter of fact, one of those great big huge bombers. They started that thing up and taxied it out there. It was a great time. So, and then you're going to spend the night in Webster, you say?
That area, yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Very nice.
And then
And that will be a private stop. We rented the entire museum.
Oh, very nice. Okay. And then
a
on
meal included there also.
dang. Okay. Buy me lunch.
Yeah.
And then so that's on Friday. So
That's Friday.
And then Saturday, what?
Saturday we'll leave from that location, and
The museum?
We'll drive over the big bridge by Baytown.
Okay. The Fred Hartman. Yep.
Yeah, the Fred Hartman.
Fred Hartman,
Then
that's
we're gonna
it.
go up on 46. We'll go up, hit some back roads north of Dayton, and come back around, and then we'll end up at Spindle Tap Brewery.
That's it.
Yep.
Yes.
Northeast Houston.
And that's where y'all be
Yes.
broadcasting from.
So I will not join you on the tour that Saturday morning. I'll be joining the boys up at the Spindle Tap to get set up. So we'll be ready to do our live show at 10 o'clock that
Awesome.
Saturday. Yeah.
The band will be setting up with you guys as well.
Well, they're going to be outside, I believe.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
correct. On the
We're not
outside
going to
stage.
be outside. We're going to be inside.
Yeah,
I
forgot
thought-
to mention
Cool in there.
that.
Yeah, well,
Crowbars will be traveling with us.
I'm sorry, who will?
Crowbars.
The
band.
Crowbars
Crowbars.
are
Good.
traveling with us and playing at several venues.
Very
We're
nice.
setting
They'll
up
be,
right.
they'll be performing at every venue except for the final venue.
We're setting up right next to the taps.
Yep.
Yes, we
That's
are.
a cool place.
Yeah, we are setting
The
up.
taps.
Actually, you walk in the door and you can't miss us. We'll be right there in front of you. Okay, and then if you can divulge the information, where do we head out from the Spindle Tap?
All right, from there, we're going all over the place.
Great.
If you when you get a chance to look at the route, it looks like a giant flower around Houston, actually.
Okay.
Out, coming in, going back out. But we'll end up the stop that evening will be Guitars and Classic Cars there in Montgomery.
Uh-huh.
It's a brand new
It-
cool venue.
It
Really
is a cool venue. Yeah, and they'll have it's a park setting. They got a stage there also, and another catered meal, and then it's string lights strung between the trees and stuff. It's a pretty nice setup.
Very nice.
And
We'll have tables and chairs set up and everything for folks to eat and sit down and enjoy the weather.
Very nice.
It'll be beautiful.
Great. And then, so that's on Saturday. And then
Sunday we'll leave out. Sunday we'll leave out at 9. We'll let you sleep in a little bit. It's just we're traveling a lot of miles. So we'll end up at Bray's there in Madisonville. That's our final stop.
Yes, that's a museum.
Got museum entry, and then if you like to, you could run the course, which I've tested out before. It's fun. Yeah.
Very nice. And then we wind up in Madisonville. Is that right?
That's our final stop.
Sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Very nice. Okay.
And then actually yesterday I ran the entire route. It's 488 miles from the park all the way to Madisonville.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's okay. You get the car to stretch its legs a little bit and get the juices warm on it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah, our goal is usually for right at 500 miles, so we shorted you 20 miles.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Shorted me there.
Just add it to next year.
Yeah, make a couple of laps at Bray's and you
Yeah.
can make it up.
Well, it's going to be tons of fun. Next weekend, we're going to be at the Lupi Tortilla in Katy doing a remote broadcast from there. And then the next week, we'll be at Spindle Tap Brewery on the north side of Houston. And we'll see you guys then.
all right, we'll see you then. Can't
And we-
wait.
And we want to thank everybody. You guys have definitely been one of our biggest supporters. City of Victoria, Main Street, all of the stops, the participants. We just had a fantastic support group and volunteer team. Our volunteer team has went from a few people last year to a large. If you go on our website, you can look and see the about us, and you can see a little bit about each one of our team members. We got a great team.
Well, gents, we look
Yeah,
forward.
we can do it without 'em.
We really look forward to it, and
Yeah.
I guess that next time I see you guys or talk to you guys will be at registration down there at in Victoria in the town square.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Y'all take care. Thanks again.
Yeah.
Thank
y'all
you
too.
guys.
Okay, Bobby and Jeremy, Hot Rod Tour of Texas, just ahead of review of the 2025 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid and Jeff's Motor Minute. Right after this quick break.
You've waited all winter, and it's finally here. The Tailpipes and Tacos Spring Cruise In. It's been a while, but the popular Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In returns to the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, Saturday, April 19th. Make any donation to Shirley's Kids and get a free breakfast taco. There'll be mimosas and Bloody Marys, too. Get to the best cruise in of the year, Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, April 19th, 8 to 11 a.m. Cruise in, make a donation of any amount, and grab a free Lupi Tortilla breakfast taco. Tailpipes and Tacos only happens at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, 703 West Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of the Katy Freeway. Join the car camaraderie, and your car will automatically compete for one of 3 chili pepper trophies at no charge. Spring is here, and what better way to celebrate than with a free taco at Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, April 19th, 8 to 11 a.m. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there too. We hope to see you then. Come on out. You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com.
Hey, coming up, the Hot Rod Tour of Texas, you just heard, April 24th through the 27th, beginning in Victoria. We got links to the information on InWheelTime.com and the InWheelTime Facebook page. Be sure and follow us. Time now for the Motor Minute. Jeff
Yes,
got
sir.
that.
NASCAR legend Dale Earnhardt Jr. has been elected to the Motorsports Hall of Fame class of 2026. I think that's great. Per Jenna Fryer with the Associated Press announced this actually a couple days ago. Earnhardt is back in the stock car inductees and headlines in the class, which includes Pete Lyons, he's a racer at large. Sammy Swindell, open wheel. John Morton, sports cars. Dave Wilwalk from Power Boats. Power Boats are always fun to watch. Kenny Roberts from motorcycles, and Steve Gibbs from drag racing. Earnhardt 50 is worthy of the induction. 2-decade career with NASCAR. He won back-to-back Xfinity championships. And on a different note, which includes Dale, actually, the annual throwback event at Hickory Motor Speedway will now be known as the Throwback Classic. Flow Racing is recording the purse. They're the sponsor.
That's Courtney Enders.
Courtney Enders. That's why I threw the story in there. They're actually owned by Flow Sports is the parent company, but Flow Racing is where Courtney's at. They're going to do it. Dale said that he owns part of the ZMAX Car Racing Tour. The goal is to put the series together with many eyes as possible. It's a throwback. They don't have to write the colors. They don't have to have the right numbers or anything. It's just the old throwback racing is what it is. So he's doing that. Flow Racing is part of it. They're the sponsors, or actually communicating that on the air. So very, very cool stuff coming up for Dale and Flow Racing.
How exciting.
Yeah.
Okay. Time now for this hour's car review. Yours truly had the chance to drive the 2025 Hyundai Tucson. Now, this vehicle is built in Ulsan, Korea.
Ooh,
so
son.
It's going to get the tax on it. Available trim levels, SEL and Limited. I had the Hybrid, Limited, all-wheel drive. This is a small SUV. I want you to notice the angles over the wheel wells on this, and I'll bring that up in just a minute. Seats 5, based on the 4th generation Tucson introduced in 2022. Attractive front fascia with edgy fender flares front and back. Very unique to this, and that's a good thing because it does make this a unique vehicle. Rear hatch has a sloping glass with a sun visor over it. Quad tail lamps with kicked up rear valance gives it that kind of a off-roady look. Wheels are plug-in exclusive. Overall look gets high marks in my opinion. What could use improvement? I'm not sure. I do like that distinctive look. Interior highlights. New big screen includes the instruments and the infotainment system. A horizontal linear dash looks really good in this. An odd shifter on the steering column is a twist and push affair. Once you get used to it, it's no big deal, but thought, how odd. Yeah. Comfortable seating with rugged faux leather interior. Adequate for this size SUV is the cargo room behind the second row. But I like the overall design, just works just right. What could use improvement? An odd cell phone pad on the elongated center armrest and console. I guess you get used to it, but it puts your phone right there at your right arm, right hand.
Oh.
It's right. It's an odd looking thing.
Use it as maybe a controller or
well, I guess.
CarPlay or
there you can see there at the bottom of the screen.
See that.
1.6 liter gasoline inline 4-cylinder engine coupled with the electric motor gives 268 horsepower combined. Torque 258, which is plenty. 6-speed automatic transmission. Miles per gallon, 35 across the board. City, highway, and combined. I got 32.7 over 356.4 miles. What I liked? Well, you can get up to 30 miles on electric only.
Wow.
So, if you do the church thing once a week, you go to the grocery store, you take the kids to school, get home, plug it in, you're good to go. What could use improvement? The overall good combo with plenty of power, so no improvement there. It's just a comment that I wanted to make. I think that this is a good, well-rounded vehicle. Base trim price, $49.45. That's $40,945. Prices tested, $43,000. Base model price, $41,000. Competitors, Kia Niro plug-in hybrid, $34,490 is where it starts. Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid, $40,445. Ford Escape plug-in hybrid, $38,400. So it's right in the smack dab middle of all of these. And I'm not sure where the other ones are built, but obviously it may have an impact on you. Now, of course, the ones on the lot currently, I would imagine, do not have the tariff on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's only for like new new deliveries, I would say, new deliveries to the country.
Yeah, at the port.
Right.
As a matter of fact, I read a story this morning that apparently there are several manufacturers that are holding their cars at the port of entry. So in other words, they haven't crossed the line yet into the United States. They're holding them at the port. So hopefully they can get this thing worked out, and then when they get worked out,
Release the hounds. Yeah.
Yeah, so to speak.
Bring them in then.
Yeah. The whole tariff thing is going bonkers. What is it now on China? 145%? I think China's 145 because it was 125, and then it went up when they retaliated and said
It went to 160. Maybe it is 145.
I don't know.
145, yeah.
145 is what I heard.
Buy
was
low and
last.
sell high.
Yeah, on China.
Yeah, China.
And, everybody's kind of really chomping at the bit as far as all the Chinese goods makers, the plastic stuff, the stamped metal stuff, all the stuff that they make in China that we buy, even clothing. So all of these countries, like Vietnam, of all places.
Vietnam, Bangladesh,
They're all stepping up, say, don't worry about the tariffs. We'll give you free trade here with us. You give us free trade. You know that they're working round the clock to get those factories up and running so they can be the new Chinese fulfillment maker of all the stuff that we buy from China.
Yeah.
I think they're shooting themselves in the foot.
Well, I think that's kind of the idea, but we don't want to get into too much political stuff here. But
Thank you. And me love you long time, too. I just said that.
Yeah, you did.
I heard that.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
I've got a special feature that I've got coming up called 5 Extinct Car Manufacturers That Should Make a Comeback. I think I'm going to do that. I'll tell you. I think I'm going to do that maybe in the next segment.
What you got coming up at, we got stuff.
Yeah,
we got stuff.
Yeah,
We got some good stuff.
Yeah, some good stuff. I think we're probably going to do it in the next segment coming up, okay? And if you want to, we can do it right off the top before we get to the
please.
recalls and the Hemmings Soul Car Roundup.
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
My brain's not working real well this morning,
What
as
happened?
you can tell. Well, I had a couple of margaritas last night, if
Whoa,
you want to
really?
know.
Oh, be
and
darned.
you know what? You didn't help the situation by getting the third one and then say, oh, here, have some more of this. So really, I had 2.5 margaritas last night.
So he was trying to be helpful.
Yeah,
If you want to call it that, but you can see that clearly it's not been helpful. It's
I'm a
been
giver.
hurtful.
I'm a giver.
He is.
Let's give it a half a drink.
All right. Let's see. If you'd like to get in touch with us, shoot us an email. The address here is info@inrealtime.com. We'll be back right after this quick break.
Pro-Am Auto Accessories has been serving Houston's auto enthusiasts since 1984, providing world-class products for sports cars, European sedans, and American muscle. Pro-Am is known as the place to go to find exclusive and hard-to-find parts and accessories. Pro-Am is one of the very first distributors in the USA for brands such as Recaro, Redline, Momo, Corbo, and Simpson. Located in the heart of Houston's premier retail and service corridor, the Galleria area, Pro-Am's walk-in storefront includes an 8,000-square-foot warehouse, showroom, and installation bays. Pro-Am not only sells parts and accessories, but also offers installation and service. Pro-Am is now reaching a worldwide audience through Pro-Am.com, taking its local reputation to the rest of the world. At Pro-Am Auto, you'll be dealing with a small group of professionals who truly want to help you with your automotive needs. If you don't see what you're looking for on the website, call and Pro-Am will lend you a hand. Pro-Am Auto, 6125 Richmond at Green Ridge in Houston's Galleria area. Call them at 713-781-7755. The award-winning In Will Time Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWheelTime.com, the Odyssey Radio app, YouTube, Facebook, and just about every other entertainment source out there, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The In Will Time Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including Jeff's Car Culture, the latest new cars, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's InWheelTime.com. Join us. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.